trying to come down onto the side itself. They did hear the tap of the spike, but everybody's waiting very patiently. No one has lost their lives just yet, and Sign on the recon bolt is going to get a lot of information if it isn't destroyed quickly. Right, so start off on the Lakers, and now they're starting to get these frags happening. The spike is being defused, it's being stuck as well. They're trying to find all the bodies, and they are all hitting the floor. The defuse comes through, and not a single member of the Direwolves lose their lives. Decided to force it on up because, you know, the Direwolves, they're not going to have their Vandals, their Phantoms, their Operators, so it is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm liking what Huss does here. The substitute, of course, playing into Chris tonight. Icewall goes on through, but this is going to be an absolute carnage play on this A site. There's frags exchanged a bunch, 2-2 right now, but they are forcing Direwolves back to try and get this spike plant down.
This is what I love about this game, though, right? You know, the Spectres, the little wrap guns that you see coming on the way out in that second round very, very early on. Rice will find one onto Lakers, which does bring it into that 3-on-2, but of course, Spesh still alive in the server, and he does find another one. What also with an additional kill signed all on him now. Spesh is low, not sure how long he does have it on the heal, 8 seconds. Will he be able to lock it down, though? Of course he will. The Stinger gets the job done. Like early on start, the slower will keep him down for a little bit, but only coming in now with the Sheriff. That will be Swirl. Noz also waiting not too far away. Huss has the shorty and will do a little bit of damage. So actually Major going rather low here, but Spesh is going to be able to at least find one. Lakers on the rear, and another looking relatively clean round here. Just the breach of Swirl alive. Again, does have the Spectre, but no armor to go in with it. Does have the Flash as well, but you're going, look, 4 hungry members. And they've actually got a pretty nice looking post plant here as well, you know, very deep in C, and it will actually be Spesh dinked up, but the Phantom gets the job done. And look for the 5-on-3 retake, which is just about to come in now, Dion.
I think the biggest thing as well is that the first 2 members to lose their lives for Control was the members of the Sage and the Phoenix that had no ultimates, and now all the ultimate players are down in this round. It is just down to Lakers. He gets his head absolutely ripped off by Signed.
On most of these weapons is a very, very challenging factor, but speaking of challenging, the C site will have exactly that done. Rice, though, sitting, waiting patiently. Will he be able to find anything? Onto one in Exy. And a second as well. Rice, oh my word, what to trade. But now it's a 4-on-2 actually on this retake.
Yeah, and it is going to be Major, and what to hold it off. Major plays 3! Gets tagged out in the end of Trader, but now it's going to be the Battle of the Brimstones. There is no orbital strike from Watt to deny this defuse. He used it on the entry. Noz does have the incendiary to pop on through as well. And he's going to look to stick this. There's no chance that he has to go through the flames right now. Watt, he needs the pings from his teammates, and he gets the denial as well. Yeah, I don't believe anyone was really tagged out by that as well. The flame coming in through Swirl. We'll get a dink off with the Frenzy, but he loses his life. Sign has lost it as well, and a couple of good picks come through. He lines 2 of them up. Now it is just down to Rice, and ultimately it does have that ultimate to play with, but only a Sheriff is going to be hard pressed, especially to end it, and you know, a bit of a quick eco round done and dusted.
Great points, but look, Control doing extremely well, and Direwolves going to be able to lock down this A site.
Well, we've got the Showstopper available as well from Lakers if he wants to deploy it out, but they've pretty much cleared the site right now, knowing that no longer are the Wolves hungry and ready on the site itself. You hear the runner back come out from Phoenix. Well, actually loses his life to the shock dart of Sign. The runner back is extinguished as well, so no longer does Major have armor, but everybody's trying to find things on this site itself. The trades are coming all through. A res comes out onto Sign, giving, you know, still this man advantage over towards Control, but there's no ultimates for the attackers now to hold off this side. It's all onto the raw aim. The site, what can you really do with the Cypher in the prep phase going into the round, right? That cage does include the Cypher into the setup phase, which I think is really, really good.
Nicely found Dart out of the camera there as well to open up, and information was slightly given there. Signed, unable to find the shot. Now they actually do look to press over towards this C site. There it is. The orbital strike goes down, forcing Signed away. But of course, the Cypher is still in play. But Rice found by Watt. A great opening frag again. And that will be Exy 2. This is just the Control show right now. The Exy though, trying to get a little bit overconfident there. Noz will deny. But Noz does actually find an additional kill. So all of a sudden, this round turns into a 3-on-3 for the retake.
This could be huge from Huss if he picks the timing really well right now. But the crossfires are all out from Control. What does destroy the recon bolt coming through? So no reveals through the walls right now. But the 1-on-1 trades come on through. Sign trying to get the wall bang right now, but it's not hitting its mark. Does ultimately slot out in the body and try to press the issue. But what finds it, Lakers to get Noz. And it is Control. you know, whilst I don't think we're going to see a Viper be played in this tournament, coming down the track, it might be, you know, something possible. Someone that comes to mind instantly is Dizzy Life, right?
Yeah, no, Dizzy's been putting in the hours with Viper, but speaking of hours, looking at the judge coming out from Huss, he will be able to at least find one. Exy good for the trade, and now the mural theft goes down as well, so they will have all that information onto the rest of the map. And of course, coming in for this rotate, it is a 4-on-4, so a very, very likable prospect, ready to swing out wide. Rice does get the information that Spesh locking it down with that operator, but really look, you know, the amount of rounds the Direwolves have lost, they will be able to at least get the stun out onto the site, and then the first kill actually found by Rice on that retake, but it's still a 3-on-4.
Ooh, I'm very surprised that on this situation, when the Direwolves do have the advantage, they're not actually using these abilities to flesh where control are. But as I say that, Rolling Thunder comes in. Spesh should no longer put out the damage with this classic of all weapons. The spike will be defused here.
Oh, no.
And that round is a Direwolves round, a thrifty round, because there was an eco going into it.
Seaside has been taken control of by the attacking side, and with that spike just about to go down. Signed again, though, with these lineups, with the shock dart. Super well done. Finally, the spike will find the site. Now they can sort of relax as well. The Hunter's Fury does come out, but Lakers is at least able to find one. There's Huss with another, getting the trade back. And Direwolves looking to do real good amounts of work. How's the spike not gone down? They've done so well here. Exy, though, does swing out, but I don't think they've got the time. They've got to try and find the kill. And Sign has won the round, Dion. How is this allowed?
The ambition from Swirl to just go...
As Sign does choose to head back, but wow, man, Sign in that previous round, phenomenal job. Swapping between the operator, swapping back to the Phantom, able to find the 3K and even live on into the next round. But there we go, Rice with the first on the major.
Yeah, it's sometimes unfortunate when you do get caught up in the trap wire coming out from the Cypher. You know, the smoke of Brim as well really did help in that case. Interesting enough that what's been taken down by the aftershock of Swirl there. But look at this control. They are starting to reestablish their domain on the B site. Spesh, again, this Sage really finding a couple of crucial picks, but signed with the operator to get another one. And now it is a 2 versus 2, making a 2v1 as Noz finds Spesh. Things getting very hairy right now for the last member. And while Exy does find Sign, he gives away his position. And now it's the 1 versus 1. And I think the sound cue of the Brim just gave away the location as well.
Dude, that was such a huge play by Exy there. So confident, so over it. And he will go again, in a sense that just take... Oh, my brain went a little bit blank, but... not will be blank is the site, as Huss does find an additional kill, but there's What to join the party as well. Major, an additional kill, but it is, oh my word, Signed! This man is incredible! He's clearly been watching his shock dart play. The heal does come out, which might have actually been used a little bit prematurely. You know, he's only down at 86, but that's okay. You know, a very good defensive start here. The Brim does in the end get that heal, but look, What he is here to deny. He will end up taking down Huss early on, looking for more, but Rice moving down long. Lakers, though, Major as well there, but Rice, he has opened up incredibly here. 3 big kills on the Cypher with the Ghost. Now, Sign moving out does deny Exy, and it's all onto just Spesh, the Sage. Moving in through the flank, the Recon Bolt will go out, but it is on the opposing side. Rice is found, did so much work, and now he relies on his teammate in Sign to lock it down. He's going for the long con, the long play, but now moving on in. Should hear the sound cue, gets the information, but now Spesh, you have to hit the shots, buddy. The shock dart goes out. Sign will secure it, and Rice has got to be happy with that one. Here that anyone will be heading that way instead. It's just going to be Spesh. He does, again, have the shorty. $200 of your finest, and that's going to be a... No, it won't. Noz actually will deny.
Yeah, he just shoots around the legs, around the bottom of the torso, and can't quite get all of the damage on through. Lakers neither, as he tries to push through the cyber cage. This should be an easy, clean round. Basement coming out from the Direwolves, if it is their trap wire there, but they are funneling over into this seaside. He can wrap back, and he could be the linchpin. He's revealed himself early on to Huss, and now this is going to split their attention.
Going to be a tough one indeed. In walking in through it will be Rice, but now Lakers making his way out. He does have the dragon, and he will find a couple of kills. They'll even line up for him, but he doesn't quite find it. But Dion, all the paint shells, that's 2, baby. And Lakers locks it down with 4. What a retake here. I saw in the chat earlier, best raise. They looked really composed, but now they look a bit shaken.
There's only 10 seconds to go. I've completely missed it. You blink and you miss it, but all of this ability is coming in towards the B side right now. Exy lines them up, denies the round completely for the Direwolves. They're not winning this one. Sign just looking for a Hail Mary to survive with this operator. Only
really sort of splitting up, but this time, indeed, we do have two members, of course, Major and Exy, locking it down. And are they going to be able to find this defense here as the aggression is just about to move? Here it is.
Yeah, well, Exy's going to line two of them up. The extra curveball comes through from Major, blinding both of these players. They line up for him. The runner back now available. Probably not going to be needed, but he runs out of ammunition. You hate to see it. Exy will close it out. And the gamble, the full house, comes out for...
Has got that control once more. As he mentioned, he's got the run it back, but the Aldrone will come out. Doesn't get the bolt off, though. And now they can sort of sit and try and lock this down, but the aggression comes in. Huss with the opener.
Well, Major might have been able to do something right then,
Lakers.
But the showstopper comes out from Lakers. Huss has now fallen, but this control team, you know, doesn't really have so much established domain around the map right now. The flank's starting to come back over towards the C side that they are getting really pressured. Lakers, good for another one. Make that his third in the round. I actually did miss the first one. Might have been with the showstopper, but I digress. It is all down to Swell, and the scoreline is only going to increase by 1 in the round. Special
split and rotate towards C.
If Direwolves wanted to continue into that B side, that positioning of Lakers would have been phenomenal as well. The sound cue of the orbital strike, they wouldn't have heard him bounce on up onto those rafters, but we do move over into the C side. There's 3 ultimates available. I want to see this Hunter's Fury come out from Sign nice and early, because they do have the Rolling Thunder, the orbital strike, to push the control members off the spike when they go for the defuse. They're all trying to get in towards the side right now. What next? They're good for a couple of frags apiece, and all of the members of the Direwolves have just lost their lives completely. Control
teams after this kind of event, and that's where you really want to show yourself, you know, who you are as a person and who you are as a player, and we are definitely seeing that. But look at this is what you love to see. Exy with the opener, what with another. Swell will be able to trade, but mid control has been established by Major, and look, I think we could almost be Dunsky here, Dion.
Yeah, very potentially, right? You've only got 2 members alive for the Direwolves. You got Swell just trying to cover in all of the angles. No resurrection. Yeah, they've got a couple of ultimates to play with, but you've got no members of your team really to back you up. It will be the buddy system. And if they do waltz straight down towards C, they will be looking straight towards Spesh as well, who is going to be lined up. The rotation comes out. He's got the operator of all weapons. If he just peeks over towards Long, he gets all that info, but straight in towards the flashpoint. Unsure if they've seen him just yet. They will actually Noz to get it through the corner of the platform, but trying to get the spike down, it'd be very vulnerable. Making the 1 versus 1. Lakers to just close it out. So easy for the headshots. Best raise O's, as we say, and Control, they take map number 1, 13-7.